My cousin heard the Beijing heir liked women with BO, so to marry rich, she planned to bathe in a septic tank. I talked her out of it every way I could. Later, that heir got engaged to a woman who reeked. My cousin lost her mind on the spot. She said I ruined her path into high society. Then she pushed me into a septic tank and killed me. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on that same day. Before my cousin even came in, the hallway already stank. You'd think someone had taken a dump at the door. My parents covered their noses and asked my uncle if she was sick. But my cousin just rolled her eyes. What do you know? I'm about to marry into money. She pulled out her phone and showed us some gossip post. The Beijing heir had a special kink. He liked women with really strong body odor, just like normal people like perfume. He liked stink. The stinkier the better. My parents kept telling my cousin to go take a shower, but my cousin slowly turned to look at me. Yanyan, what do you think? I snapped back to reality with a shiver. Then I smiled sweetly at my cousin. I'm not sure, but some rich people really do have weird little kinks. My cousin smiled smugly. See? I told you Xu Yan would get it. You old-fashioned people would never understand. My aunt's brows relaxed for a second. There was even a hint of hope in her eyes. In my last life, I completely missed their expressions. I thought they really believed she was messing around. Turns out they thought she really could marry rich. My mom looked at me disapprovingly. Yanyan, why are you fooling around with your cousin? I quickly stepped up and held my mom's arm. Mom, you don't get it. Rich people really do have strange habits. As I spoke, I pushed my mom into the kitchen. Mom, say less. Can't you see my aunt is basically allowing it? At dinner, my cousin ate until her face was red and sweaty. Her stink mixed with sweat and spread through the room. After a few bites, I moved far away. My parents also made excuses and went to the kitchen. My cousin scrolled her phone at the table, muttering to herself. That's weird. I don't see anything online about him liking BO. That kind of thing isn't exactly good publicity. With his status, would he let just anyone know about it? My cousin nodded thoughtfully. Then she looked up and saw I had put on a mask. She rolled her eyes in disgust. Look at you. You can't even handle this little smell? Pathetic. People like you will never fit into high society. You're destined to stay poor. I smiled and nodded like I agreed. Sure, marry into money. I can't wait to see if you actually pull it off. After dinner, my cousin lay on the couch, fully satisfied. She lifted her arms and smelled herself on both sides. Mom, I still feel like I don't smell strong enough. What if the Beijing heir thinks it's too light? I feel like something is still missing. My aunt looked at her in confusion. Then what do you want to do? You already smell really bad. Once he sees you, he'll be completely obsessed. A shy look flashed across my cousin's face. You don't understand these rich people's special kinks. It's not as simple as we think. My aunt clearly looked supportive. But when she looked at us, she instantly acted helpless. Sis, look at my daughter. I really can't control her. She's got a mind of her own. My dad wanted to say something, but my mom stopped him. Mom, I'm going to the septic tank to marinate myself completely. This time, without me stopping her, my aunt's face changed first. She looked at me for help. I ignored her and kept scrolling on my phone. She looked at my parents, who were clearing the table. They ignored her too. Seeing my cousin look more determined to go to the septic tank, my aunt quickly spoke up to stop her. Honey, you already smell strong enough. There's no need to go to the septic tank. It's dangerous. One wrong move and you could drown. My cousin was still frowning. It's not that I don't want you to marry rich. But what if you stink too much and he can't take it? Only then did my cousin finally relax. After her family left, my mom pulled me aside. Yanyan, you were actually right. Your aunt really was supporting her. I don't get what that family is thinking. All because of some rumor, they let their daughter become like this. Mom, I think my cousin has issues and her whole family isn't normal. We should keep our distance from them from now on. My mom nodded with a serious face. 2 days later, my cousin called me. Julian, hurry and check the news. I picked up my phone and opened the link she sent. It was an interview where the Beijing heir admitted his little kink. That's right. I've been different from normal people since I was little. What you call fragrance smells rotten to me. And what you call stink smells amazing to me. Mr. Zhuang, will you marry a woman with body odor in the future? Of course, I can't accept normal women. Because to me, they smell absolutely awful. My cousin screamed excitedly over the phone. Oh my god, he really likes women with BO. But that reporter deserves to rot. Why would he expose such a niche secret? Is he insane? Now every woman is going to make herself stink. How am I supposed to compete with all these new rivals? The more she talked, the angrier she got. Juyan, tell me, what should I do? How can I get his attention? You knew about this before them, so you have a huge advantage. They're only starting now, how could they ever beat you? Sure enough, a few days later, tons of influencers started marinating themselves. My cousin was pacing in panic. That night, my aunt called my mom and said something happened. She told us to come over right away. My aunt was kneeling on the floor crying, blood on her face. My uncle leaned against a greasy wall, smoking. My cousin pointed at my aunt and screamed, "It's all your fault, all yours! This is all because of you! If you had let me soak in that septic tank, I would have married the Beijing heir by now." My uncle spat to the side. Damn it. Marrying you only brought trouble to this family. You even held our daughter back. If Meow Meow can't marry rich, I'm divorcing you. How was I supposed to know? I just felt bad for Meow Meow. What decent girl soaks in a septic tank? My cousin was panting with rage. Her eyes were bloodshot. Julian, tell me, should I soak in the septic tank or not? I was thinking about how to answer. Then my phone dinged. A news alert had gone viral. The Beijing heir was publicly choosing his future wife, all to find his favorite scent. Cousin, check the trending news first. The Beijing heir is picking a bride. My cousin glanced at the phone. Then she grabbed her head and screamed with excitement. The heir is choosing a wife.